Sir, we are live on YouTube. I just checked.
Yeah,
I also got a message that we are on live.
Yeah, but it is saying it's a private video. It is. Are you able to see it on YouTube?
So that
I am able. I am on the YouTube.
Oh, you're on the YouTube, so you can see it on YouTube.
Yes.
Okay, so it is also it is for those who are subscribed. I see. Okay, let's continue. In which case, that's all right. We'll see what happens. Okay. A lot of people, I think, are on vacation, so they may not join. Okay. गजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननं महर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तम् उपास्महे कामिनी स्वप्रकाशिनी काश्मीरपुरवासिनी विद्यादायिनी त्वं देवी त्वत्विन्देहं सदा अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् सो गतसप्ताहे वयं केचन चाटुश्लोकाः दृष्टवन्तः केऽपि प्रश्नाः न सन्ति इति मन्ये अस्तु अग्रे गत्वा केचन सुभाषितानि पश्यामः these are all standard subhashitas which are not of very which are easy to understand, but a few of them may be taken with a pinch of salt because they are just in point in time references in some sense. Okay, so with this what we will do is, let me go to the subhashita. Gauri Mahodaya adya na agatavati. Astu, I had this one for her, but okay, we can always discuss that later. Okay. Vidhi Ling, she had some questions. Astu. केचन सुभाषितानि सन्ति पश्यामः आशया ते दासास्ते दासाः सर्वलोकस्य आशा येषां दासी तेषां दासायते लोकः. Straight forward, this is आशायाः ये दासाः ते सर्वलोकस्य दासाः. Those who are the dasas of desires are always those who run behind desires, those who are always there to fulfill their desires. They are the dasas of all the loka. However, for whom Asha itself, their desires are their dasi. They do not give in to the willful nurturing of their desires. Loka api dasayate. The world itself will become will serve them in some sense. So this is what the first Subhashita means. Any questions around this? Ashayaha ye dasaha te dasaha sarvalokasya. Asha yesham dasi. Tesham dasayate lokah. That is the padacheta, is straightforward, this one. Prashnaha santi va? Okay. What we will do, we will see about 7 or 8 for this week. And we will close it, I think, because of we are in the middle of the election, right in the middle of the election season in India as well. So we are going to have some disruption. Next week, we'll continue with a lot more. Okay, we can discuss some doubts or anything if you have. Fran Mohadia, any questions or anything that you have?
I was wondering of the Asha, what dhatu was coming from?
Ha. Ashayaha. Is it a dhatu? You tell me.
Ash, probably. But because I knew the word icha as desired from each.
Icha. But Asha itself is a word. Namapadam asti.
Uh-huh.
Ish, you're right. It comes from the Ish dhatu, but it is Asha.
Asha. Okay.
Asha is a Namapada. Namapada asti.
So this is Ashaya.
एकनिमिषं महोदय. स्त्रीलिङ्गे आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गे भविष्यति.
अस्तु.
अत्र प्रथमे पदे. Now you tell me what is this आशायाः विभक्तिवचनं किम्?
सप्तमी.
सप्तमी वा? किमर्थं सप्तमी?
No. Ashaya would be Chaturthi.
किमर्थं चतुर्थी? आकारान्त स्त्रीलिङ्गपदम्.
Akaranta, yes.
अत्र एकः विसर्गः लोपः भविष्यति. य आगच्छति पश्चात् तदर्थम् आशायाः इति पठेयुः.
Fifth vibhakti. Fifth vibhakti for whom?
किमर्थं पञ्चमी?
For whom desire is, for whom who are the slaves of desire?
न विभा महोदय भवती किं यत्किमपि उक्तवती.
दाशायाः षष्ठी विभक्ति.
षष्ठी विभक्ति. आशायाः. It is not from आशा.
विसर्गलोपः.
विसर्गलोपः भविष्यति अत्र.
अस्तु.
अस्तु वा? दासाः. विभक्ति किम् अत्र? विभक्ति का? फ्रान् महोदय. दासाः.
प्रथमा एक
वा?
नो, प्रथमा बहुवचनं दासाः.
दासाः. दासौ दासाः. उत्तमम्. दासः दासी स्त्रीलिङ्गे अपि वर्तते. अस्तु वा?
महोदय दासायते.
दासायते.
Is that क्रियापदं?
क्रियापदं. दासः प्रत्यय योजयित्वा क्रियापदं भविष्यति. निञ् प्रत्ययः. दासायते लोकः.
It's like a पाठयति.
पाठयति. अस्तु वा? अग्रे
महोदय अत्र लोट् लकार अस्ति वा? दाशायते. लोट् लकार.
न लोट् लकारः न. इति दासायते इति आत्मनेपदी दासायते. दासायते, दासायेते, दासायन्ते. अस्तु वा? अन्यप्रश्नाः सन्ति वा? अग्रे गमिष्यामः. साधूनां दर्शनं पुण्यं तीर्थाहि साधवः कालेन फलते तीर्थं सद्यः साधु समागमः. Anybody wants to explain this?
It is, may I?
Huh?
Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
To have the darshanam of wise people
Hmm.
is considered punyam,
Okay.
and tirtha, and it is more than having a punyam of going to a pilgrimage,
Why?
because going for a pilgrimage, you get the phalam of that punyam at a later date.
Okay.
But the sadhu will help you then and there itself in your quest for knowledge, and make you uplift you.
Satyam. Sadhunam darshanam punyam. Tirthaha hi sadhavaha. Sadhus themselves are tirthas. Kalena phalate tirtham. This you get the fruits of tirtha over a period of time. Sadhyaha sadhu samagamaha. Then and there. Sadhyaha. Then and there. Is the this one here. Any questions? Astu va? Agre gamishamah va? This is a very famous one from Bhajagovindam. Acharya Shankara's this one. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashanavihinam jatum tundam vruddho yati grihitva dandam tadapi namunchati asha pindam. Okay, I'll do a padacheda here. It's a straightforward thing, not much of Angam galitam palitam mundam dashanavihinam jatam tundam vruddha yati grihitva dandam tad api na munchati atra yanasandhi asti munchati asha pindam. Okay. Sushila Moday, you know this very well. So somebody else should tell this. So yeah, who will say? Vibha Moday, you want to try this?
I'll try. Angam palitam means body decline.
It is dissolves, body dissolves.
Dissolves. Palitam mundam means hair become white. Dasa vihinam chatam tundam means danta vihinam mukham jatam. Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam means we are in old age, we pick up some stick and go. And tadapina means tadapina muncheti asha pindam. Tadapi we desire Lord.
Our desires in our mind do not go away even in spite of our body declining, in spite of everything happening. That's why the first one itself says, Ashayaha te ye dasaha, te dasaha sarvalokasya, asha yesham dasi, tesha dasayate lokaha. So that is what here Acharya Shankara is explaining. So there is another beautiful one. What is that?
I think that in which he say, what is the use of learning grammar?
No, not that. We'll see. I think it is there. I will see that. Iha samsare, bahudustare, pahi burare, bahustare. What is that? Iha samsare, bahudustare, pahi burare. I forgot. Okay. Okay, we will see that. So that is the first part, what you are talking about, Madhya. Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja. Samprapte sannihite kale, nahi nahi rakshati, dukrum karane. That is the first one. Okay. So So this is Vriddhayati Grihitva Dandam. You are holding a stick and still moving ahead. Tadapi Namunchati Asha Pindam. So Vidhushekara Bharati Mahaswami of Shringeri Mutt once gave a very good example of this. So apparently a very old lady, some very old 90+ year old lady came to visit him. And the only thing probably he was expecting her to ask, how do I move out of this world? She's 90+ now and she's just able to barely walk. And he is expecting to bless her with that sort of reverence and say, yeah, may everything be good for you, everything works out well for you. So she comes close to him and says, she takes a phone out and says, can I have a selfie with you? So the Ichha Shakti in us is so strong that we don't want to give up on anything. The smallest of these light things will come in a lighter way. If you take it that way, it's not wrong to have a photo. It's very nice. It's very nice that she's so enthusiastic about so many things. But that interest to do that will not leave us even in our last breath. There are so many things that we will say, oh, if only I had done so many more things in my life. That never goes away with us. So that is always there. Even with a walking stick, you are still thinking, if only my youth was there for some more time, if only I could take care of certain other things, if only I could have made some more money. So that will never go away. Okay. So yeah. So Fran Mohodaya, any questions around this?
No.
Okay, I think you must have gone through this Bhaja Govindam very much in detail.
I have seen it, yes.
Iha samsare bahudustare kripaya pare pahi murare. So Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam. That is the key. This one. There are 33 of these things, these small things like these. So we can do a full-fledged Bhaja Govindam itself. We can do a full-fledged this one.
Yes.
Around that sometime. We can do a full Padacheda. Each word we can go in detail and understand what Shankaracharya is saying in that. It's a very nice, beautiful song. Beautiful. Okay, Agrigamishya Mahava. Dhanani Jivitam Chaiva Pararte Pragya Utsujet Tat Nimittaha Varam Tyagaha Vinashe Niyate Sati. Yeah. Vipapmadya or anybody else you want to try this?
Dhanani Jivitam Chaiva Parate.
Nagapuram Madhya is there, I think. You want to try this, Madhya? Nagapuram. No.
If you help me with some words, I could try.
Huh?
I could try with help.
With help. Okay, try. Start.
So Dhanani would be wealth.
Wealth, correct.
Jivitam would be related to life, like lived. Cha Eva.
Correct.
Pararte with ulterior results. Prajna.
Pragya.
Pragya. I forgot this word.
Pragya, one who is intelligent, intelligence.
Okay. Pra, upasarga from nya. Okay. Okay, and here Ut Sri Jet is coming from Ut upasarga Sri to cross, to flow. I don't know the meaning though. So wealth lived in like parartes. Oh no, no, I cannot do it.
Pararthe. Para-arthe.
Mhm.
Para is usually used for one which will not belong to something. So for somebody else. Using the
Ah,
wealth for somebody else.
using the wealth for somebody else.
Utsrujet. Pragya. Intelligence and wealth used for some good cause for somebody else rather than for yourself. For your own upliftment rather than for your own pravritti. If you're using it for the pravritti of somebody else, that is better because tat nimittaha varam tyagaha. When it will get lost, you never know. If you're doing it for yourself, see, there used to be a beautiful story. It used to, I remember somebody, one Shatabdani Ganesh once told this story. So there was a, so it's early in the morning at 4 a.m. and a thief enters a house. And the thief sees that, there is usually at 4 in the morning, you expect people to be just sleeping or just in their end of their sleep cycle. So, but here there's a mother and a son. The son is probably a fellow who is a trader or someone who is going out on his daily job and he has to go on a long distance. So the mother is preparing some food for him. So the trader who is about to go says, give me something, give me two boxes, one which belongs to the earth, what is Bhumi Palaha, one for the Bhumi, one for myself. That's what he says. What do you mean by that? That is the question. That will invigorate anybody. So he's asking for two boxes to be carried as lunch or food for his journey. One which he says is which belongs to the earth, which belongs to the Bhudevi, and one which belongs to me. Right. So this sort of creates a curiosity and inquisitiveness in that thief. So instead of robbing something and taking away as wealth or anything from that house, what he does, he is very curious. He wants to know what these two boxes will mean. Who is he going to go? Is he going to throw it on the ground? What is he going to do? Bhumi Pala means I need to give it to something. No. So he goes. So he starts following the the trader and starts going behind him. And it's about for about 4 5 hours he just follows and it is daylight and then it is time to eat and he sits down beside some water body. That's the way we all do when we are on the journey. You find a water body and you all go there and eat nearby a camp. That's what you would do. He also finds a water body. He just washes his hands, face, and then is just about to eat. But before he eats, he just looks around all over. He does not find anybody around. He finds only this fellow who is somewhere hiding somewhere at a distance. So he calls this fellow, this thief. So he says, you know what, take this. He gives him one box and says, you need to eat this. So he says, eat this. So he is confused, now totally confused. So somebody, first of all, he came to rob a house and now that same fellow is actually taking him on a journey and giving him something to eat. So this is totally confusing. So he says, no, I can't eat. He just tries to go away and all. He says, no, I insist you have to eat. Without that, I can't eat. So goes on. Then the thief says, you know what, I'll eat. But then you have to promise me that I will tell you something. You should not get angry. Second, you have to answer my question. So first thing he confesses that, it is not that I am here by chance, but actually I'm here following you. I'm a thief and so on and so forth and I've come. So this fellow says, okay, it's all right. It doesn't matter. You can still eat. You're now nowhere near my house. You're nowhere doing anything. So eat. Then he asked the question, what do you mean by Bhumi? What belongs to the earth? Bhumi Pala, and what belongs to you? That is the question he asked. I want you to elaborate that. That was something that I never understood. You told that to your mother, and that was never something that I understood. Then this fellow explains. See, what you are eating is actually what belongs to me. What I ate is going to get digested and it's just going to go to the Bhumi. That I call as the thing what I am giving back to the earth. That is gone. What I'm giving you is what is going to come back to me in some day. Okay. A very nice way of putting our purpose of life and the purpose of living. In a lot of villages, even if you go today, I'm sure my grandparents' days, it used to happen every now. I mean, it used to be the norm. They wouldn't eat without if they had not fed at least one person. Somebody would be home, no matter what. 11:30 lunchtime, somebody has to be home. If that person is not fed, you go out, find somebody, bring them home, give them food, only serve them food, only then you eat. So this was a very common lifestyle that people planned. So I don't know how many have this concept of, how many understand what is, we say Atiti Devo Bhava. Atiti Devo Bhava, not Bhava. Correct?
That's from the Taittiriya.
Yes, that's in Taittiriya, yes. Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. That is the Taittiriya Shakha. It comes. Okay. And that order is also very important. Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, then Atiti. Now, what is an Atiti? What is the meaning of Atiti? Anybody who knows the meaning of Atiti?
Yeah.
No, not Sushila Madhya. She knows it too much. She's too much into Vedanta. Anybody else who knows what is Atiti? Who is an Atiti?
Who is come without tithi? No.
Ah.
Yes, someone who shows unexpectedly
Without
notice.
informing.
Without informing.
Informing.
Yasya titihi nasti saha atiti. That is the definition of atiti. In Pitrakarma, in our tradition, we have Pitrakarmas. And when you do a Pitrakarma, we say that is a tithi. The synonym for that Paryaya Pada for Shraddha Karma is tithi. Correct? So, Yasya titihi nasti saha atiti. Only they come with a tithi. And on that day, usually, especially in South Indian homes, even to this day, even in North Indian homes, there are indicators which say that today is a tithi, where atithis are generally not welcome. Where Shraddha Karma is happening, atithis are not welcome. You don't put a rangoli in front of the house. You don't have certain regular, this one where you say, in Europe, you have this very common thing. I am not at home. Side. You may be inside, you may be very much inside the house. What it means is I'm very busy, please don't disturb me. That's a very common signage you'll see outside. But in India, the way it is put out is very different. Today atithis are not welcome because there is something else happening at home today. If there's a celebration, you have a whole lot of things that is displayed, please come home. So, atithi, on that day, they are the ones who come with a tithi. Atithi is someone who comes without any notice whatsoever. So that is why Atithi Devo Bhava is what we do that. So that is the pararthe. Jivitam pararthe. That's our duty. That's what we need to do. So that's how it usually happens. And I've also lived long enough where we never told anybody where we will be eating. If you are there at anybody's house at a particular time of the day, whether it was breakfast, lunch, dinner, or evening snack, something would happen. You didn't need to worry. You didn't need to give them a notice. Okay, will you eat here? Was never a question that was asked, or it would never be. And worse, it would be taken as an offense if you did not eat when you were offered. So now we have come a long way from that and said, how dare you be in my house if you without a notice? How can I? And you are not cooking, etc., etc., etc. And what will they feel? Nowadays I need to plan my day before I need to leave somebody's house before 12 because otherwise it will get very delicate. I need to go there only after 2 and leave before 5. So on and so forth. We have started creating too much of complications all around our life. Anybody at my house would eat at my house. If I were at somebody's house, I would eat at somebody's house. That's how life went on. Unfortunately, that's not how lifestyle is now. But anyways, this is the concept. This was a very simple concept that came all through in all All our Shastras, all our Puranas, all our literature is full of this kind of bhava. Okay. And if you're not feeding somebody, that means there's a strong Shadari Varga. That is there is some rift which is going on. So all these were very delicate, clear things that were happening. Okay. केपि प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा? न? अग्रे गमिष्यामः वा? ओके. श्लोकार्धेन प्रवक्ष्यामि तदुक्तं ग्रन्थकोटिभिः परोपकारः पुण्याय पापाय परपीडनम्. का इच्छति? Who wants to say anything on this? Shloka.
Ardhena.
With half slok,
With half a sentence.
half a sentence. Aham
I think Mahodaya is
pravishyami.
not- I can yaduktam uktam.
Tad uktam grantha koti. Okay.
Grantha
There are
koti.
hundreds of things that the shlokas say. But the hundreds of shlokas are there. But only one key message that comes out of all the shlokas. Paropakaram karotu. Punyaya paropakaram karotu. Papaya parapidanam karotu. Satyava. If you want punya, just keep helping somebody, you'll get whatever is you want.
Good.
If you want papa, you keep giving trouble to everybody else. Is this the gist of pretty much all the shlokas that we hear?
Hmm. Yeah. Everything says the same thing. Most of the slokas say the same thing.
Very much the same thing. Correct. That is what it is. Any questions on this? अग्रे गमिष्यामः वा? जलबिन्दून् निपातेन क्रमशः पूर्यते घटः. What does it mean?
Every drop of water makes a material.
Correct. घटः पूर्यते. कदा पूर्यते? क्रमशः जलबिन्दून् निपातेन. By drops of water falling into a pot, it gets filled. सः हेतुः सर्वविद्यानां धर्मस्य च धनस्य च. Similarly, wealth and dharma, you accumulate with very drop by drop over a period of time. Nothing comes, it is not like this one and dharma has just fallen and you have become a great dharmic overnight. One very good example is how does a Nobel Prize winner become a Nobel Prize winner? It's not overnight, no. You can always say, oh, one night I got a eureka moment and all that. But there is so much of hard work that would have gone so much into it that just that final drop filled up that whole ghata. Correct? Satyam va?
No.
Yes,
For every bit of dharma, and you have to really work hard for it.
Correct.
That's what.
Yes, Fran Mahode, you were saying something.
No, all clear. Thank you.
Okay. अग्रे गमिष्यामः. स्वभावं न जहाति एव Sadhuhu Apadgatopi Sat. Karpurah Pavakasprishtah Saurabham Labatetaram. What does it mean?
Karpuram.
Hmm?
Karpura, Pavaka is fire, no?
Hmm?
Water.
Fire.
Pavaka is flame, yes. Pavakasprishtah.
So the
Sprishtah is touch. When it's touched with the flame,
it burns.
ah,
It burns. Saurabham Labhat. It gives a nice, I mean, it gives out a characteristic of burning.
characteristics of that smell, Karpura smell. Correct? Swabhavam cha jahati eva sadhuhu apadgatopi san. So somebody who is a good-natured person doing good things will keep doing good things irrespective of whether he gets burned, whether he gets whatever. Irrespective of the consequences of doing that good thing. Just like Karpura will burn out, yet it will give out good smell out of it. So that is the meaning of it.
Jahatyeva means Mahoday?
Jahati. Jahati is giving out. So one which is who will not give up anything. Na jahati. Giving up. Jahati means giving up. Na jahati. One who will not give up the swabhava. Swabhava. Good-natured self. Sadhu swabhavaham na jahati.
Good nature.
That's how it is to be seen. Okay. Okay. Guneshu kriyatam yatnah kim atopaihi prayojanam vikriyante na ghantabhihi gava kshira vivarjitaha. What does it mean? Guneshu kriyatam yatnah. So when you are working, work without show off. Atopahihi. Atopaha. That is showing off. Atopa is showing off.
Boasting.
Decoration.
Posting, showing off. Kim atopaihi prayojanam? With all the show off, what is the use of showing off? So he gives a good example. Vikriyante yan ghanta, vikriyante gavaha na ghantabhihi gavaha kshira vivarjitaha. A cow that is not giving milk, if you take it to the market to sell, just by putting a beautiful bell around it, it is not going to sell. People are necessarily going to ask you how much milk does the cow give. Correct? You cannot sell a cow just by hanging a beautiful bell. There is no that does not have an ornamental value to it. If it is not something that is giving milk, you have to give it as dana to somebody who will take care of it, or you have to take care of it yourself. You cannot sell the cow. Correct? Astu. Ekam karyam karishyamah adya. It is 7:45. Prashnaha santi chet pruchantu. Dashanimeshaha ekavaram pathamah. I think because of elections and other things, this week we are a little off. So I am also not in town. I am also sitting outside. So we will take it this way. Next week, we will finish off Samasya and all the other Subhashitaha. Okay. So next week's class is supposed to be on the 2nd. I will come back to you on what date is possible. So somebody possibly... Yes, Fran Mahodaya?
Maybe Wednesdays, you said, or...
Yeah, maybe Wednesday, or Sushila Mahodaya was asking for a Monday. So probably if you can... Yeah, if
Monday
somebody
or
can,
Thursday, both are okay by me.
both are okay.
If it could be a bit earlier, that could.
Sorry?
Yeah, earlier also it's acceptable. We can have it even at 6 o'clock because it will be a good time for her.
Yeah, earlier is possible. Yeah, it's very much possible. We can do at 6. 6 to 7:30 we can do. I'll just let you know. I'll confirm the time. That day, full day, we will have full class. प्रश्नाः सन्ति चेत् कृपया पृच्छन्तु.
I will ask about my thing
अस्तु फ्रान् महोदय.
next time.
Next time. Okay, no worries. अस्तु. नागप्रभा महोदय.
Subhash only पदच्छेद और आकांक्षा क्रमेण लिखित्वा वा exam purpose?
Exam. Okay. परीक्षायां बहु सुलभमेव भविष्यति. भवती पदच्छेदं कर्तुं शक्यते. You should be able to do the padacheta at least, and write the tatparya in English is okay. Padacheta is very important. If you can do anvaya, better. संस्कृते तात्पर्यं लिखितुं शक्यते चेत् उत्तमं. बहु उत्तमं. न्यूनातिन्यूनं पदच्छेदं. न्यूनातिन्यूनं पदच्छेदं. मध्यमम् अन्वयक्रम. तात्पर्यं बहु उत्तमम्. ओके. संस्कृते तात्पर्यं लिखितुं प्रयत्नम् अट्लीस्ट् सर्वे क्रियन्ताम्. It will be a good practice. Nagaprabha Madhya.
परीक्षा
वदतु.
when is the परीक्षा?
When is the pariksha? In probably a month's time. End of May.
Everything that is covered in the class, same?
Everything that is covered in the class, yes.
Okay.
Okay, if you are writing a parichaya exam, please, as I said in the last class, there are a few more things which I am not going to cover. Whatever is explained in English, I think there is one Raghuvamsha, this one. I think it has a good tatparya given in English that I am not going to cover. So that will be there for parichaya, but I will not ask questions around that. Okay. Of course, there will be, as I said, there will be subhashitas. Now, don't expect me to give you the same subhashita that I gave, we have learned here. Maybe there will be some, this one, you may have to give some, at least you're expected to do some more, at least try to get what is there. Okay. Any other questions? अस्तु. प्रश्नाः न सन्ति चेत् वदतु महोदय.
Will you give the sample question paper?
Sample question paper. Probably this is the first time I'm going to set the paper. So, in fact, I gave 3 options earlier. I don't know whether you were there in that class. I said, I can set the paper and give you. You'll have to answer it in a stipulated type. That can be one form. I can give you a question paper and say you take as much time as you want and then submit the paper to me. That's another form. The third form, which is a better form and a much wiser form, each of you frame 5 questions. Send me, I'll answer all your questions. You'll all pass if I don't answer at least 10% of your questions. Okay, that is a better way of doing it. Okay. Yeah, if I don't answer, if it is more than 15%, then I'm not fit to teach you. So it goes that way. So you decide what you want as an exam. What format?
Second one is, I think.
Second one is good. Okay.
Yes.
Or you give the question paper, we will solve a video call and solve it and submit. Then
see, frankly, I trust you all. I don't have any problems with you answering. So you can all do it in your leisure.
better you give us the question paper, Mahoday.
Huh?
Yeah.
You give us the question paper.
Question paper, give us the time to write because
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I told.
You want a group work based question paper? I can give you that also.
no need. No. That is not required.
That is not required. You can all discuss together. You can all write the same answers and give it. That also I am okay.
We want to test our knowledge, no group discussion.
No, with that also you can all get the same marks. I don't have a problem. So
But we are not. No, we all are not studying for marks. I think we are all doing it for our sake. So it's all right. Whatever
Okay.
marks is available, it's all right.
okay. I know that you'll all be ethical. You'll all be doing the right things. You're all learning.
Just
So I don't
for
have a
knowledge.
problem. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll give you a paper, but make sure you're all solving it well. That is all.
Yes.
Astu. Karishyamah. I'll have to set that. That will take me some time to set the paper and do everything. I'll do that. Okay, then I'll just circulate the paper. Then probably you can upload to Google Drive or email me or however. We'll make sure there's a way to do it. Astu, huh? Okay. Any other questions? Mangalam Karishyamah Adya. Samapaya. Om Swasti Prajabyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahi Mahishaha Brahmanebyyo Shumastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshtu Parjanyah Prithvi Sasishini Yeshoyam Shovarahita Brahmana Nirбhayaः Aputra Putibhetsanto Putibhetsanto Pautrinah Adhana Sadana Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam Om Sarve Bhavantu Sughinah Sarve Santu Niramayaः Sadre Bhadrani Pashyantu कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् हरिः ओम श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु अस्तु ओके आई विल नॉट